Hey everyone, it's August 2023 and I've got 10 massive free cars for you today. All the links are in the description down below. They're all drag and drop into Content Manager, and I would say that this is a fantastic selection of cars to add to your collection, and they are all new or have recently been updated. You can see one right here and I can't wait to show you them today. But before we do that, we need a track, and this is an absolute belter. This is of course Dirt 2 Utah Trail, originally by Codemasters, and it's been converted by RMI. I'd really like to show this because Assetto Corsa can do so much more than standard track racing, and that's one of the beauties of its modding. This is 5.3 miles long and 4 pits, and it's going to make a really nice backdrop to show you all of these 10 cars today. Just before we jump right in, do remember, if you like this video, giving it a thumbs up really helps me out with YouTube. If you're not subscribed yet, why not? It's completely free and you'll get notified of all the latest releases on my channel weekly. And do check out simrace247.com, one of our partners, for all the latest motorsport and sim racing news. What a car to start with, one of my favourites from the 80s. This is the Ford RS200 Group B rally car from 1986, and this is by Blaze and Chocus. It's originally a Forza 7 mod. Now this has got 450 brake horsepower, it only weighs 1,200 kilograms, 378 brake horsepower per tonne. These were absolute monsters, will do 170 miles an hour. Really iconic from the 1980s, and definitely one, if you've not got this, add it to your collection. Lots of details inside and out. So let's take a look around it. Next up is another iconic car, this time from 1995. This is the Honda NSX-R LM GT2 by Supra Drop Dead. 380 brake horsepower, only weighs 1,000 kilograms. Again, 369 brake horsepower per tonne, a really quick car. This all comes from a 3-litre V6 engine, but what I do like about this mod is the amount of detail in it. Just look at the paintwork, all of the small details. When you go really close, this car is still fantastic. So a big shout out to all the modders today for the work that they've done on these mods. Do you remember, when you drop onto their page, say hello, thank them, support them any way you can. A lot of them are doing this just for the love of cars, and all the mods today are completely free. Remember, the links are in the description. So I did say there's lots of variety today, and this is the car from the thumbnail and from the beginning of the video. This is the Alfa Romeo GTA XX concept, originally by Kunos, and this has now been updated by Nicholsbrun 89. Wow, one of the great things about being on this map is the echoes from the canyon. Really cool for these cars. So this has got 732 brake horsepower, 704 horsepower per tonne, just incredible. 150 miles an hour, but you can bet that it gets there incredibly quick. This has got very many modders involved in it. It looks really good and it drives even better. It's great for this track or any kind of hill climbing or sprinting. So this is the Alfa Romeo GTA XX concept. Well, at number 4 on our list and making a very cool entrance is this Lotus Elise 111R from 2004. This is by 101 Creative and VR Driving. It was released a few days ago. Some of you may already have it, but if you've not, just grab it. It's a fantastic car. 192 brake horsepower, 900 kilograms, 134 miles an hour, and 0 to 60 is 5.1 seconds. Incredibly, that all comes from a 1.8 litre naturally aspirated engine. Power to weight ratio, this is a really light car, very basic inside. You don't even get carpets with it. I've actually owned a VX220 based on the Mark 1 Elise, and I can tell you there's nothing inside it, but they drive fantastically well, so do grab that car. Really good fun. So today is all about variety too, and next up is a good example of that. This is the Courage C65 AER from 2006 by F302 and Peugeot 905. 550 brake horsepower, 704 horsepower per ton. Incredibly quick car again. This will do 193 miles an hour and 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. You actually get 4 different cars when you download this, so do check those out because this is all for LMP racing. Really great fun, and another example of how good Assetto Corsa is right now. And next up we have another example of something completely different. This at number 6 is the Art Morrison 1960 3G Corvette, originally released in 2006 as an updated car. This is by Tess and Tunari. 535 brake horsepower, coming from a 7 litre V8 engine. It looks absolutely beautiful. So this is an old Corvette but bang up to date with all the latest technology, released in 2006, and definitely another car to add to your collection. And this car comes with an absolutely awesome soundtrack. From one Corvette then to another, and this is bang up to date. This is the Chevrolet Corvette C8 Z06 from 2023 by Binary Motors. So this Corvette comes with 670 brake horsepower, 205 miles an hour, 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. Lots of extras on the buttons, including the roof coming off, the boot and the bonnet opening, and the doors opening, so do check those out. Remember, they're normally on your numpad keys on your keyboard and set up in CSP patch settings. So the base car for this is from CSR2. This is by VR Driving, Jerry Way, and sound by Scrib Sound. So like all the cars today, this sounds absolutely gorgeous. There are some cars in today's video that I don't really want to thrash around this track, and this is one of them, and you'll know what this is. Of course, this is the Ferrari Enzo from 2002, one of the most beautiful supercars, in my opinion, that's ever been made. This is by 4M Garage and MNBA. So this car comes with 642 brake horsepower. It will do 217 miles an hour and 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. One of the main selling points for this car was not only its looks, but that it was actually developed using F1 technology. So there's a lot of really cool stuff in this car. It was also a transition piece for Ferrari because they started to use the V12 new generation in this and then in future Ferraris. It's absolutely beautiful to look at. Remember, all the links are in the description below. And again, a big shout out to all the modders on the video today. Well, the cars just keep getting better, and at number 9 on our list today we have this Toyota Supra Auto Garage TBK A80 by Jaskia. 824 brake horsepower, 711 newton meters of torque, and 230 miles an hour. Loads of details on this car inside and out. I really like the engine bay, but there is also a massive list of details in the CSP extension for this car. It is absolutely beautiful, done really well. And as for all the cars today, it sounds gorgeous in this canyon. Wow, an incredible entrance again for our last car today, and this is the Gillette Vertigo from 2010 by De Wallace. 420 brake horsepower and 192 miles an hour. This took part in many races, and you can read about that in the description to the car. Really nice looking car, and great again for those online races that you might be doing with your friends. So that's 10 massive car mods for August 2023. Do remember to say thank you to all the modders. A big thank you from me to them for producing all these fantastic pieces of work. Do check out the rest of the channel. Over 400 Assetto Corsa videos on there and counting. And I'll see you guys very soon.